On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 departed from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, carrying 239 people on board. The flight started out like any other, with no signs of trouble. However, about 40 minutes after takeoff, contact with air traffic control was mysteriously lost. Military radar detected the plane making an abrupt turn, heading south towards the Indian Ocean. But soon after, MH370 completely vanished from both civilian and military radar, leaving no apparent trace. The loss of contact with MH370 triggered one of the largest search and rescue operations in history, involving dozens of countries and thousands of people. Despite the colossal effort, the plane seemed to have disappeared off the face of the earth. The initial search focused on the South China Sea, but as new information emerged, the search area expanded to the vast and remote Indian Ocean, a location known for its unexplored depths and challenging conditions. For weeks, desperate families, international authorities, and the general public anxiously awaited news, but the plane's wreckage was never found. The absence of any concrete evidence quickly fueled speculation about what really happened. How could a large aircraft disappear in the 21st century without leaving any trace? Early explanations of technical failure or human error were quickly dismissed by many as unsatisfactory. As time went on, the disappearance of MH370 began to be seen not just as a tragedy, but as a mystery shrouded in enigma. The unanswered questions and few concrete clues created fertile ground for theories that went beyond the ordinary, suggesting that what happened that fateful night was much more than a simple accident. But what could have led to the disappearance of a modern plane without any warning or distress call? The search for answers was just beginning. The official line of the investigation began with the assumption that Flight MH370 had suffered a fatal accident, with the plane crashing somewhere remote in the Indian Ocean. However, the lack of wreckage and a clear explanation raised many doubts. The initial report from Malaysian authorities was criticized for being vague and lacking detail, leaving more questions than answers. It was believed that the plane's transponder was intentionally turned off, but who did it and why? These are questions investigators struggled to answer, but remained shrouded in mystery. Communication failures between different investigative bodies and the lack of effective international cooperation were also cited as crucial obstacles that delayed the search and rescue. Conflicting reports about the plane's last contact point and its direction after disappearing from radar created confusion. Some believe these errors were not accidental, but rather a deliberate attempt to cover up something much larger. The delay in releasing essential information also led to suspicions that something was being hidden from the families and the public. Moreover, the absence of clear answers led to theories about the interference of global powers in the case. Some analysts suggest that MH370 may have been intercepted or even hijacked by military forces from an unidentified country, possibly to prevent the secret cargo it was carrying from falling into the wrong hands. The idea that crucial information was concealed or distorted by the official investigation added fuel to the conspiracy theories that began circulating globally. After all, if the case was as simple as a technical failure, why so many inconsistencies? Since MH370's disappearance, one of the most popular theories involves the idea of a hijacking by unknown forces. Some believe the plane was diverted from its original route and taken to a secret base, possibly on a remote island or in a strategic military location. The lack of wreckage and the absence of the pilot's final communication fueled this theory, suggesting that the flight may have been intentionally erased from radar for unknown purposes. Some even speculate that the plane is still intact, hidden under layers of government secrecy. Another intriguing theory is that MH370 was shot down by a missile or another aircraft as part of a secret military incident. Proponents of this theory point to the possibility that the plane was carrying military interest cargo, such as weapons or sensitive technology, making it a target. In this line of thought, The plane's downing would have been covered up to avoid an international diplomatic incident. This theory gained traction with unconfirmed reports of wreckage that might have been found but never released to the public. One of the more eccentric theories, but which has gained traction in certain circles, is that MH370 was abducted by extraterrestrial forces. Advocates of this idea point to the fact that the plane disappeared without a trace in a highly monitored world, something that seems impossible without the intervention of technology far beyond our understanding. Although this theory is generally dismissed by experts, it continues to fascinate the public, especially those who believe the truth is being suppressed by authorities to prevent mass panic. In the years following MH370's disappearance, various independent investigations continued the search for answers. New pieces of wreckage were found on beaches around the Indian Ocean, but these fragments, while important, failed to provide a conclusive explanation of what really happened. Some of these discoveries led to sporadic reopenings of the official investigations, but the crucial information that could piece together the puzzle remains out of reach. This raises the question, are we destined never to know the full truth about MH370? Many believe that the authorities involved are deliberately hiding important information from the public. Theories suggest that governments and international agencies might be suppressing data that could clarify the case, either to avoid a global scandal or to protect specific interests. Some documents related to the flight remain classified, fueling speculation that MH370's disappearance is wrapped in layers of secrets that go far beyond a simple air tragedy. These omissions feed the belief that there is more at stake than just an accident. As time passes, the pressure for the case to be resolved increases, but the lack of concrete answers continues to fuel conspiracy theories. What else could be hidden and why? This case reminds us that sometimes the truth is much stranger than fiction, and MH370 may very well be the greatest unsolved mystery in aviation history. The future of the investigations remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. As long as questions remain unanswered, the world will continue to speculate about what really happened to Flight MH370. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep exploring intriguing mysteries, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button to support our work. And for those seeking more conspiracy theories that challenge common sense, I recommend watching our next video, The Dead Internet Theory. Are we all interacting with bots? In it, we'll discuss the possibility that the internet as we know it is no longer inhabited by humans, but by disguised artificial intelligences. Is everything we see online just a big illusion? Don't miss it.